Hey guys, what's going on? It's CoolGrayAJ with Team EG again, and I'm here with the living legend, Alex Valle. So, Alex, I know you've had a really busy week. You guys are working E3 this week, and now you're here at MLG. It just seems like you guys have just been everywhere. Like, how do you find the time to do everything?
As long as there's a demand and competitive gaming, opportunities, we're gonna go out there. We've been in our homes playing games, and we play with people, but it's the time to show them like just what
branch out, right?
What we're about, and even support other genres. And I know Team Martin is here,
yep.
And I saw his match. I mean, even though they got beat up, but you can see like the unity in the fighting game community come out to support their own. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So really, I mean, you're an old school cat. I was talking to Markman earlier. We're all old school cats. Like, I'm an old school cat myself. In fact, I remember telling you this at Revelations, but I was at B5. And comparing this to something like B5 is completely different. And I can tell these guys like exactly the differences between the two events, really. But really, how has competitive gaming really just evolved for you personally?
Well, it's a lot cleaner these days. I don't know,
walking through.
Yeah, I mean, you got to understand. At least the fighting game community, came from the arcade.
Yeah.
Okay. As much as like other genres, those shooters, like Galaga and Pac-Man, the very, very classic games, we all came from the arcade.
Yeah.
Okay. Tournaments, I mean, what were those, right? And you had a guy with a piece of paper drawing brackets and going down the list in an arcade. People are coming in, or nobody's wearing team shirts or anything.
Yeah.
So
everyone was self-sponsored, right?
Yeah. And then you got out of there, and you're now in like ballrooms and stadiums and convention centers. With nice monitors, and the console setups are really nice and presented well with numbered stations and everything. Presenters, streams. I mean, you got like something that is legitimately structured for a great presentation of how the community, I think, should be used.
I definitely agree with that. So, kind of on that note, what do you think tournament organizers in general can learn from something like MLG and kind of transpose that into their own events?
Well, it starts with a good relationship, because I know there's a lot of TOs out there that wants to do the next big thing.
Yeah.
But they just have to make the decision if they want it to become this level, or they're okay with where they are. Because I mean, not everybody wants to be like MLG level or what have you. Okay, but then that's okay.
Yeah.
So, but if they do, then they're going to have to understand there's a lot of responsibility that comes along with it. The presentation dramatically changes. You can't just say anything you want anymore if you're going to display certain things on the screen.
I agree. It was funny because I was watching Juicebox earlier, and he held in a hell. He like kind of stuttered a little bit.
Right.
Like he couldn't even come to say help. Like, I thought that was just crazy.
Yeah, it's a big change for a lot of us still, because we're still used to the hype. Like, yo, what's going on with the fuck and all that shit. But yeah, I'll say it. I come from it. But like again, it just goes back to, if you want to be in the professional league, you gotta act professional.
Definitely.
If you want to, say in the minor leagues or be grassroots still, I'm not putting the grassroots down, because I came from there, but just understand that you might not get the support you're looking for.
I agree.
You might not. And if you do, more power to you. Teach us the ways. But I mean, I've been there with everybody, and it's baby steps.
So transitioning from really just the organization of tournaments, running them and whatnot, I've known you as a player, right? And I know that deep down inside in your heart, you're thinking to yourself, man, I wish I'd gone to tournaments like these more often, like back in the day. How come we don't see you playing stuff like King of Fighters, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur? Because I know you're a multi-game player. Is there any reasoning behind that, or you just not have the time?
Well, it's not necessarily true because when Mortal Kombat came out, I competed in the PDP tournament.
Right.
You know, I placed top 16 at EVO last year for Mortal Kombat. But the thing with Mortal Kombat, too many updates, so there's no way I can relearn the game. I don't know how many times it was
over and over again, right?
Yeah, right. And so Soul Calibur, I played a lot of it online. You know, I got decent on it, but it got to a level to where I really had to know. This is with a 3D game. You have to know way more stuff to win. You can't just gimmick anybody in that game. You can try, but it's not gonna.
It's a whole different kind of mix-up game.
Right. No, all 3D games. Tekken, Virtua Fighter. You're gonna have to take time with those games. It's not like 2D games. You can, somewhat do like a very damaging combo, and that can take you pretty far. Yeah. Right. And then King of Fighters. That was probably out of every game, that's like my weakest game. But see, I played, Marvel in between, and a lot of people don't really think I'm a Marvel player. I'm really not nowadays. Back then I was, but I had to make a choice. Am I going to play Marvel?
I think your cap's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm going to play Marvel, I'm going to play King of Fighters. I already invested in a lot of time in playing Marvel, and I'm playing that hardcore right now.
So it's really just all a matter of just
time
and prioritizing everything, right?
And of course, I gotta run a business. Like I can't practice 8-12 hours a day like my prime. And I can play maybe 2 hours every so often, or 3 hours, and I primarily just play on Wednesday night fights in the run back. That's my practice time. So I mean that's why I can't play the whole the whole gamut of
fighting games. Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, I really hope you enjoy the rest of MLG. Do you have any predictions or anything for King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, or Mortal Kombat?
Let's see. For Mortal Kombat, CD Jr.
He's been beast.
Yeah, he's crazy good in that game. He's just very dominant, and has been with all the events, all the major events that he's entered. So shout out to him. For King of Fighters, Valle.
I kind of knew that was coming.
He's the most consistent here in the States, and very consistent at the run back, which is really, really hard competition.
Yep.
And Soul Calibur, I think he has probably everybody's ticket right now, and he's looking really solid. He just put Tokido on losers, and Tokido was one of the guys everybody should always be afraid of, because he always has some secret technology.
His Viola is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of his setup and stuff, his combos just ridiculous. Every time I see him play Viola, I don't know how he comes up with it.
That's right. But yeah, those are my 3 picks to win MLG this year.
Perfect. Well, Alex, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of MLG.
Will do.
And thank you. Thank you for having Level Up. Real talk, you guys, we wouldn't have a lot of what we have in the community without people like you, Spooky.
Yeah, right. I mean, shout out to all the streamers and tournament organizers, the community itself. I mean, as much as the broadcasters have a lot of showcase power, to display what we have, it begins with the players.
Yeah.
As long as the players support the events, we can continue to move this thing forward.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You guys sitting at home should be here right now supporting this.
Very much, man.
That's all I gotta say. Peace.